Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Daniel here, and today we are going to be taking a look at Hunted, Mining Colony 415 by Gabe Barrett. So this is fend off bloodthirsty aliens and stumble your way through Mining Colony 415 to get back to your spaceship before the colony self-destructs. Toss tokens using a unique dexterity mechanism to kill aliens and pass skill checks while trying to rescue members of your crew and your cat before time runs out. So Hunted Mining Colony 415 is basically a game where a game simulating the climatic final scenes of Alien and Aliens. And if you enjoyed those movies and you enjoyed the tension of those movies and the tension in games like Space Hulk, I think you will enjoy Hunted quite a bit. As you can see, it is very much an homage to Alien. I just kind of have my like Gene Stealer, or what is that, the Patriarch or the Matriarch out here, just kind of as a table decoration. But this is mostly a solo game. You can play it as 2 players. And what you're going to be doing is it uses some really good pressure luck elements, some light resource management, and a little bit of dexterity to create a game that really does offer that kind of tension that you would find in the Alien and Aliens movies and in games like Space Hulk. It is very fun. It is a little more complex than you might think. At first glance, you're flipping through cards, having encounters. I was thinking that the game was going to be about as simple as something like Chainsaw Warrior, but it's really not. There are some good decisions. There's a little bit of crunch to it. It can be difficult, and I think it's a game that you can get better at as you play more. So what you're doing is you're going to take your character, and your character is basically just represented by this dashboard here. You're going to have health. You're going to start at 6 health, and as your health ticks down, you have access to these flip tokens becomes limited. So when you have full health, you have this large flip token that you can use for part of the dexterity game. And then as you get down to lower health, you have a smaller token, which makes it just a little bit harder to pass those dexterity skill checks. And then you also have time. And time is like your main resource that you are going to be using to do certain things in the game. And you want to make sure that you get to the end of the game with some time remaining. And what you're doing is you are looking for this launching pad. You are looking for the place to get back to your ship. But before you can get back to your ship, you have to kill the queen alien, you have to kill the boss alien before you can get back to your ship. And so to do that, you take this location deck here. There's, I think, 16 or so cards here, maybe 14. You shuffle these up. You randomly discard 2, so you don't kind of know what's in your location deck each time. Then you're going to take 2 random cards. You're going to shuffle that launch pad back in. So the launch pad is somewhere in these bottom 3 cards. You're going to take the remaining stack of the location cards. So this is the mining colony. This is the base that you have to work your way through. And then you have these hunted cards here. And these hunted cards have a variety of different kinds of cards in the deck. They have these survivor cards. One thing I love is the look of this game, and really this is a part of a series of games. There's one that's kind of based off of Die Hard. I believe there's a new one that just got kickstarted that's kind of based off of Stranger Things. And they all have this really neat, almost monochromatic look to them. Very bold, and the art is just fantastic. But in the Hunted deck, you have survivors that you can rescue, and the survivors are going to give you different things like Terrence here. They might help you unlock a door, or Hobbs here, he will be able to shoot with 3 bullets if you need some backup. You can get grenades, which will allow you to use these giant grenade tokens for when you do the dexterity checks. Myra will give you a grenade there. You can get med kits to where you can heal yourself. And then you also have these alien cards. There are cards that have 1 alien, cards that have 2 aliens, and then there are the really bad ones here that have 3 aliens. And these are going to come out as you are exploring. And if you ever have 2 alien cards out at the same time, you have to fight the stronger one. Or if you ever pull an alien card and you've already made too much noise, then you have to fight an alien. So there are a couple ways in which aliens will ambush you, or in which you will have to attack an alien. And part of that is this pressure luck element as you are searching the corridors, as you are searching the rooms, in order to find the various icons that you need to trigger those rooms' special abilities. So each of the rooms, each of the cards is going to have a icon that you have to spend in order to trigger that card's ability. So corridors can lead to new locations. And so that's how you work your way through the location deck, is getting to the end of corridors. And so you might have this ammo card out, and you might want to spend that ammo card for a point of movement in order to trigger the corridors power, which will grant you a new location to explore. And basically that is how the game works. So we can go through an example like this. So we're going to shuffle these up. I have played twice today already, and it's super fun. I have not won today. It can be a very challenging game. But you start, and you also start, I should say, with your pulse rifle. And you have 3 magazines, and each magazine has 4 shots in it. And so as you are starting out, you don't know where the aliens are. You are somewhere in this mining colony. You're not at any location yet, and you start by drawing a card from the hunted deck. Okay, right off the bat, that is a terrible card, because this is a level 3 alien, so that is going to take 3 hit points to kill, and this card will trigger whenever another alien card is drawn, or when we have 2 cards out in the table with 2 bell icons, meaning we've made too much noise. So what can we do in this situation? Well, here's where the resource management comes in. We can hide in order to clear out the row of cards. So in addition to pressure luck, in addition to dexterity, this also uses some pretty sound, kind of basic card game mechanisms, like clearing a row of cards. So I am going to choose to hide from this group of aliens. So I spend time going down to 19, and then that discards that card. Okay, so now we're going to keep searching through. Okay, so we find a corridor. So this corridor is going to take 2 points of movement to move through. And if we do, we can go to a location. We can also spin this corridor to search another card. So let's see what is next. Okay, so we have this is a test. So this exclamation point means that we have to pass the test. I absolutely love this drawing. It is so good. So this is draw until you find a crew card, and then take a test. Succeed and add it to your inventory. Fail and discard it. Okay, so we're going to draw until we find a crew. So I'm just going to pick up the deck here. We're just going to keep going until we find a crew. Where's another crew? Yes, see, so sometimes you can be looking through. I'm just going to flip the deck over and look through quickly here. Looking for a crew, looking for a crew. Where's my crew? There we go, Myra. Okay, so we're going to shuffle the rest of these back into the deck here. And now we have to take a test. And this is where the dexterity portion of the games comes in, when you're taking tests or when you're fighting. So we want to try to rescue Myra. To do so, we have to do a dexterity check, dexterity game, and we take one of our test tokens. And since we have full health, we can use the larger token. And you have these large kind of cards here that you're going to be putting in the box. You have an easy mode and a hard mode. I have been playing on the easy mode just today. And so what you do is you want to flip or throw or chuck your token into the box, and you want to make it so it's inside that circle, inside that target, or touching the yellow line. So you take your token, put that in there. Okay, so we hit because the token here is touching the yellow line. And so we successfully rescued Myra. And so we can take the Myra card and we can add it to our inventory. Myra will allow us to use 1 grenade, and then we can flip her over after we've used her grenade power. Sometimes when we fight aliens, they will target your crew members before they target you. So Myra has joined our party. That event has been triggered, so we'll move that to the discard, and now we're going to continue exploring. Okay, we find another corridor. Same thing, 2 movement points to get through, or we can spend it for a search and it will unlock a location. Okay, another corridor. We're not finding enough movement points. Here we go. Okay, so we find Sprinkles the cat. Sprinkles the cat, we can use this card to give us 1 movement point, or we can search twice and add Sprinkles as a crew member to our inventory, and Sprinkles will allow us to reflip tokens during tests. Okay, so we have all of these cards out here, and as you can see, some of them have these bells on. So if I were to draw an alien that was triggered by 2 noise, then they would have found me. So I'm going to get rid of these 2 cards here. I'm going to spin these corridors. I'm going to spin the search icons on these corridors to search for Sprinkles. I find Sprinkles and I get to add Sprinkles to my inventory as another crew member. And now we're still searching, we're still going through this corridor. Okay, so good thing I did that, because that next card was an alien, and that alien would have triggered because of the 2 bell icons down there. So this alien takes 1 hit to kill. When you fight an alien, you take out your target box here and you choose how many bullets you are going to flip into the box in order to kill that alien. So the game, you start off with 3 magazines. Each magazine has 4 ammo in it, and you spend 1 token, or you spend 1 time every time you shoot your gun. So I'm going to go down to 18, and I'm going to say I'm going to spend 2 tokens or 2 bullets here, and I'm going to flip those into the box, and I need to get 1 hit to kill that alien. Okay, there, I landed 2 hits. It's easy is quite a bit easier than hard, even though it doesn't look like it. But yeah, that hard target is pretty small, and it can be quite difficult to get your tokens to land in there. There we go. That was a hit on the hard. But that is how combat works. Is that little light dexterity game? I think it is it's kind of a perfect amount of dexterity, and it adds just this neat little spice to the game. But anyways, we really need to get through this corridor. So let's just say that I found the movement icons that I needed. Then we could explore that corridor, and then we can move to a location. And the locations will often give you bonuses. Sometimes they will have tests like this. So you found the air ducts. Now you can test to succeed and gain a time, fail and fight a level 1 alien. So you would take your dexterity thing here, you would take your whatever token you had, depending on how much health, you would flip that in there. If you hit the target, you succeed, and now we would gain 1 time. And there are different kinds. There's a laboratory here. You may lose 1 time to draw until you find an alien card and discard it from the game. So you can get rid of more powerful aliens using time. You can spend time in a med bay to help heal yourself. There's a morgue, so you can lose a time to add a key. So sometimes you will find these key tokens, and these key tokens can be used to open doors. And oftentimes doors will allow you to draw 2 locations to get through the location deck quicker. And then you draw 2, you discard 1, and you encounter 1. So it kind of gives you a choice between both of these. You can explore the trash compactor or the supply room, and it also allows you to burn through that deck quicker. There are motion detectors. So a motion detector is you draw, discard to draw 3 cards. If any of them are aliens, discard them. Place the rest in the row. So it doesn't remove them from the game, but it removes them from the deck that time through. There's a level 2 alien, a level 1 alien. Live wires, you have to test. If you don't, you can take a damage. More doors, more corridors, auto guns. There's your sentry guns from the movie. So lots of cool thematic things, lots of neat multi-use cards. I really like that aspect. And then we have, we have a reactor there, a satellite dish, the armory, control center, the commons, communication. So lots of neat things to explore in the game. And as you're ticking away, as you're moving down, you're using your ammo. You're utilizing the if you've rescued any of your crew, you're utilizing their strengths to help you. You're hoping to find ammo. You're hoping to hide from aliens, all while balancing out that time, all while balancing out your health, all while balancing out your ammunition as resources, hoping to find that last card that you need in order to escape in the landing pad. It's a very quick game. I find it very fun. Let's see, what else was there? Oh, there's also these, so these, you can get lasers. So lasers you can chuck in, and see, they're a little bit longer, so they have a better chance of like crossing that yellow line and landing. So a couple of the different size and shape tokens do change up the dexterity game quite a bit. And then you will also have, like I said before, you will have these reflip tokens, and then you can spin one of those to do any of the dexterity tosses that you might have messed up. And so yeah, that is Hunted. It's a really fun game. I love it. It's a small box. It offers up a kind of a different experience than a lot of games. It simulates a corridor crawl. It simulates that kind of tension that you would find in a game like Space Hulk or in a movie like Alien and Aliens. And I think it does it really well, and it offers up just enough different things. There are good choices to make, but it doesn't have a lot of analysis paralysis. There's a really good push your luck element, which you guys know I always love. Really good thematic game that has a good push your luck element, and it has that little dexterity spice to just kind of mix things up, so you're not just rolling dice in combat. I think it's a really good game. It mixes in a lot of elements. The art is great, the theme is strong, and yeah, it's a good price and it's good fun. So I'm definitely going to be picking up the Die Hard one, and I am going to, I think you can still put a pre-order pledge in for the Stranger Things one, where you're kids in the 80s solving supernatural crimes or something. So alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed taking a quick look at Hunted Mining Colony 415. Take it easy, we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.